Om Vasudeva Shutam Devam Kamshachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnang Bande Jagadgurum. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I salute Lord Krishna, the world teacher, the son of Vasudeva, the destroyer of demons Kamsa and Chanura, the supreme bliss of Mother Devaki. I salute him again and again. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So we are in the Bhagavad Gita and we are on the 4th chapter. So first chapter main idea is that we all perform some type of sacrifice, and that by spirituality can grow only through sacrifice. But people do different types of ritualistic sacrifice to have some thing to attain in the material world, but even thinking that who am I, or working unselfishly, that's also a type of sacrifice, and that can purify and lead us to the ultimate knowledge. So last time we read this, that only question is that one who can really free from other ignorance by doing selfless work. So last time we read verse number 6. There he said, therefore you know the science of spirituality, which can free you from all suffering and bondage by going to a teacher. And how you approach a teacher? That was said in verse number 34, says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Seek that enlightenment by how? Going to a teacher, putting your submission to him, by pranam, but salutation, by prostration. And then what will you do? You put questions. What is the life? What is this? Why we are attached to the world? Why we are suffering so much? Put proper question. A real teacher will be very happy if actually gets a good questions. So you're not just question for question's sake, but the question for knowing that I've read this book, I know this karma yoga, but how? How can I perform that? Why I cannot get the end result like as the book says so? So this questioning is another important point. Pariprashna, and last is by service to teacher, because reading books we can get knowledge, but that is not spirituality. Spiritual knowledge comes from a tradition, the spiritual flow of spirituality, gharana, like a music gharana. Then in classical music in India they call gharana. Which teacher you belong to? Who is your gurus? So that gives a validity of your music, no? So here also, that seek that enlightenment by prostrating, by questioning, and by service. And the wise person, thus seeker into the truth, will instruct you with the knowledge. Te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina upadekshanti. Then the teacher will teach you and give you right guidance to make your life move towards the spiritual enlightenment. And they will teach you such knowledge that we read the other day, 35 verse also, that jajgatva, experiencing what? Knowing which. It is not intellectual knowledge, but knowing means experiencing that. you will not again fall into the confusion. Na punar moham. Moha means delusion. Delusion is what? This world is real, which you know that every moment it is fleeting, changing, but we take it, oh, it is real. And because it is real, we become so involved into it, and so life and death question. We give too much value to the changing things of the world and forget to pay attention to the unchanging reality, which is our foundation of our life. So it says, I will teach you that knowledge, the teachers will teach you that knowledge, Jajgatva, knowing which means not intellectual knowledge, but experiential knowledge. That na puno, then you will not go back to. Many people say, I had nirvikalpa samadhi, but this is my problem. Huh? It's a contradictory term, never say so. I have nirvikalpa samadhi and still I am someone. One brahmachari joined in our Hollywood, and he had several in nirvikalpa samadhis. With date he has written which day he had the experiences. So somebody questioned him, Hare, you have already got 3 times or 4 times whatever that samadhi, then why are you here? Because people will go to you, because you are a knower of truth. So this is not necessary for you. Or if you have not, that is also, then you have to, don't misunderstand something, hallucination, as your nirvikalpa stage of samadhi. Then doubt will go away. What is the proof? Your face will shine forth. Brahma vidiva bhashi sauma. In the Upanishad it is said that when this boy, teacher taught him, okay, go, take these cows. This is a karma yoga idea. Take these cows and multiply it. The boy didn't doubt. We will doubt. What type of teacher is that? He is asking me to take the cows and make it multiple. He is a worldly minded teacher. No. But he didn't say that. He took the cows, he got the mantra, whatever instruction, how to follow, did the service, seva, and then went, and then he found that this fire is teaching him the knowledge. Oh, the whole East, Prachi, Dikkala, see the eastern horizon, it is all divine. The west, north, south, it is all light, 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 light. A cow is giving some advice, a bird, flying bird is giving some advice, and then he came back to teacher, and teacher said, hey, you look, your face shines like that of a realized person. Who did you get this knowledge? Did you give your guru me and you went to another guru? Then he humbly said, no sir, I didn't go to another guru, but I followed your instruction and I got this. I do not know how it happened. The nature taught me like that. So similarly here it said that moho, no delusion will come back again. I have seen God today, but still I feel like that everything is real. This is contradictory in term. So again you will not be deluded anymore. Jajgata punar moham evo no justice. You will never attain to that delusion again. No confusion again. Yeno bhutani aseshana drakshasi atmani annata. And what will happen? With this knowledge you will see the whole creation is yourself. You are in every creation. These are the very foundational ideas in Bhagavad Gita to understand whether one is really having any experience or having some glimpses of experience or not yet perfected experience. No? So here it clearly says, by that experience you will feel, you do karma selflessly. If you do karma, end result will be revelation, knowledge. What revelation? That bhutani aseshana, it's the infinite number of creation in there you find. Everyone is you are in everyone. The same consciousness, the same self is in everyone. That will be your experience. Drakshasi. Drakshasi means you will see it. Eyes open, I see something, you will also see that it is all me, my reflection. As in the mirrors, 10 mirrors you can stand and one face can be reflected. So one reality reflecting in the mind of all these multiple realities. So the whole creation, this is not the Bhutani Asheshana means the entire creation you will feel that it is, you will see that the whole creation in yourself and in me. That means you see in your divine nature that, and in me means the capital me, the cosmic reality. So this that we read also, and then last, and now also further elaborated with much affection to Arjuna. Opiche dosi papebhyo sarvebhyo papakritam. Suppose you have done some very bad karma. You are thinking about karma. People say, oh, I am a sinner because I have done so much bad karma. He says, here Gita says that, Opiche, even if you thought that you have done the heinous sin, most sinful thing in the world, or you are the sinner, worst sinner of the sinners, even then, sarvang jnanaplavenaiva, the rapt of knowledge, this knowledge which you will attain by this way of practicing spirituality, that it will take away all your sins and you will be all papa, all the sins will be eradicated by this knowledge. The knowledge is such powerful that all your dark, ignorant ideas will vanish in a split second. Ramakrishna said, in a dark room, if you strike a match, does the light go slowly, slowly, slowly? Because it is thick darkness? No. When the knowledge dawns, it will just remove all darkness, all ignorance. And sin means ignorance. In Vedanta, very simple formula. Sin means which we did in ignorance, and that's why we call it sin. When you are you don't do that. Then you are not a sinner, you are a pure person. So that much we read the other day. Now, today we are reading from verse number 37. Jataidhangsi sammidho agni bhasmashat kurute arjuna jnanagni sarvakarmanang bhasmashat kurute tatha. Jatha, as edhangsi, edhangsi means the fuel. The fuel you put samidho in the fire, then what happens? Blazing fire, the fuel ends up. As you put the fuel in the blazing fire, the fuel is exhausted and it is burned and it becomes ashes, like a piece of wood you put into the fire. So Jatha, as it does, it becomes annihilated. Similarly, Jnanagni, think that you are offering everything to the fire of knowledge, that which the niskama karma, selfless action can lead. We are, this book, this chapter is for action without any desire. All activities done in proper spirit can give us freedom, total freedom. This knowledge will come, and that knowledge will be, I am unattached. So that he says, Jatha, as edhangsi, the fuel, samidha, samidha means the blazing fire, samidha agni, what does it do? Bhasmasat, it reduces to ashes. O Arjuna, Jnanagni, the fire of knowledge. What is the fire of knowledge? I am pure, I am stainless, I am not the body mind, and I am eternally everywhere. So this knowledge, when it will dawn, sarva karmani, here is the question. In the blazing fire, whatever you put, it consumes and it makes into ashes. You give clarified buttermilk, costly thing, ghee, good, that you will see it is turned into ashes. You put some firewood, it just become ashes. So everything, whatever you put in the fire of knowledge, it will turn into ashes, means it all annihilated. There is nothing remains excepting that fire, which is the Satchidananda fire. So as the blazing fire reduces fuel to ashes, O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge. What it does? Reduces all karmas, all our karmas, good, bad, holy, unholy, whatever you have done. It is said it will turn into ashes, means it will be eradicated. And if the karma goes away, then there is no reason of our coming back again. We come here for karma. Why do we karma? Because we have some desire. And when all karma, good or bad, is annihilated, then where is the source of your coming back in the realm of this ignorance again? So it says that that is the fire of knowledge. It reduces all karmas into ashes. In the translation, in the explanation, the Swami has said, while in ignorance, the Jivatman shares in karma in all its three fronts, three types of karma. He has brought it: agami, prarabdha, and sanchita. One karma, we have a bundle of karma. Three types of karma we are having. One type of karma, kriyaman, what I am doing today, this morning till now, what I am doing. This is called the, which is in action already now. I have some storage of karma. It is called the accumulated karma, or my old karma. Say from this birth, from the date of birth till today, what I have done, they all went into the stock, old account. It is transferred to the old account. So that old samskar, bundle of thoughts, ideas, actions, good, bad, all stored in that called the sanchita. Sanchaya means accumulated. Accumulated karma. This is the prarabdha karma, which is in action and which will bear its fruits much later. So these are the three types of karma. And here Bhagavan says that all these three types of karma will burn into ashes. Your old stock of karma, good or bad, whatever there in the stock, in the fire of knowledge, is so powerful, all destruction of ignorance will happen immediately. So that old is gone. Future, there is no future because the impetus is gone. So in future whatever is to happen, that is also gone. And this body will go on till it drops, till it dies. That is called the prarabdha karma. That is also will be there. You see that a person of wisdom, a person of knowledge, or Brahma-gyani, those who have attained Brahman, they also walk, eat, sleep, move like us. That is there. But they feel that it is like a dream-like existence. They don't pay much attention to this world. It appears they are eating, they are sleeping, they are doing things, but they are actually above all these activities and things. So these three types of action, one will be able to free himself. That's why the Swami here says, of these three, the first remains stored up to bear fruits in the distant future. First one is the which is accumulated. Second is the near future. The third is working itself out now at the present body. When the fire of knowledge comes and destroys the old and the future, the past and present are gone, and past and future are gone, and present only works, and it works though the soul who have that wisdom, he feels that my body mind is working, not me. I am not. They have the firm conviction it is the function of the body and mind, and they don't identify with the body and mind. So therefore no reason of their coming back again into this ignorant state where to suffer or to enjoy anything. So the fire of knowledge then destroys the first two and renders the third ineffective, though operating. Very beautiful. Though operating, Ramakrishna was the Brahma-gyani person, sublime Brahma-gyani. What Brahma-gyani, avatar, God himself. But when he was walking, he operating, he is eating, he fell down and broke his arms. He has all the hunger, thirst like all human beings. He has a cancer, he is suffering like us. It is there. but he does not feel that. One day, that's Hari Maharaj, Ramakrishna was talking to Swami Turiyananda. Oh, so much pain and so much suffering in the throat, I cannot eat anything, it comes out. And then Turiyananda Swami said, no sir, you are not suffering. Then Ramakrishna said, oh, the rascal has caught me in the right point. He is in the body, appears like us, but he is not there. So that will be the experience. That will make a mark who is a Brahma Jnani and who is not. The body will function, but it will be operating, but it is ineffective. Whatever he is doing is the impulse of the past karma. The wheel broken, say a car, 4-wheel, so one wheel broken in the front or wherever. And so long it was connected with the engine, the wheel was running due to the impulse of the gas pressure, how much speed it will take. But now it is cut. But the wheel does not stop immediately. It is going on in the road till its momentum becomes zero. So that part is called the prarabdha karma. When it is connected with the body mind, I am associated, I am the body, I am the mind, I am doing good karma, I am doing bad karma, I will have to suffer good and bad. But when it is cut from this body, then the wheel which is rotating, it is not going further due to new impulse, it is the past impulse put together and it moves on. So that is the karma, we cannot do anything. Whatever karma, this after knowledge goes, it does not affect the person remains in deep joy and freedom, though his body undergoes or we see that he is suffering, but actually he is not. So this is the Jnani pays no more heed to it than he does to the shadow of his body. Now the solemnity that self-knowledge brings can never be overemphasized. Why it is so much important? Whole Gita is talking about, do your karma, don't get involved, attached. Get involved, but don't get attached. Involvement means serious involvement. That's why this Ramakrishna tradition is very serious on anything, perfection, and very mindful about their action. But at the same time, it should not be for any worldly desire, but it is for service to God. So if the knowledge is kept behind the action, that is the thing which will free us. That's why this self-knowledge cannot be never be overemphasized, because there is no parallel of this knowledge. So this knowledge, when we attain Brahma Jnana by doing karma, this is the most important thing. We think that the Sri Ramakrishna brought a new idea. Yes, a new idea for the modern age. People forgot this philosophy of karma, which Gita has spoken so many thousands of years ago. And also, people are doing karma, reading scriptures, but not understanding how to detach karma minus its evils, karma done minus ego. So that's a highest level of purification that brings into the mind. Mind becomes pavitra, shuddha, pure. How that can be done? That is the nishkama karma, with the knowledge that body-mind functions, I am not functioning, I am the consciousness, I am that self of all, I am the only reality, untouched by all these activities. So this knowledge, so 38th verse, next verse says, Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate tatsayam yoga samsiddha kalena atmani bindati. Nahi jnanena sadrisham. No means no. Surely it is not. There is any jnanena sadrisham, similar to the knowledge, this wisdom of self-knowledge, what we are talking about, there is anything parallel to it. Iho vidyate, there is any Swayam yoga samsiddha, oneself being perfect in yoga, kaleno atmani bindati. He becomes perfected in proper time. If you want to start doing this karma with this attitude, then in time one will be liberated from all bondage. So, the running translation is this: verily there is no purifier in the world like knowledge. This knowledge, not the material knowledge. Material knowledge is today's knowledge is tomorrow. It becomes redundant. What becomes a today's discovery or invention, tomorrow it becomes meaningless. How much science is progressing in every field. What was known to be true, say about any health issues, kidney, heart, what was known before and now is known. Every day new knowledge is coming. But this knowledge once gained, there is no higher knowledge than that. This is the distinction between the knowledge of the material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. These are the two things much different. Spiritual knowledge is the absolute, after attaining which you will not have any craving for knowing anything and to see anything, to hear anything, to experience anything, because it is fulfillment of all our wisdom, knowledge, expectation, all will be fulfilled. So, there is no purifier in the world like this knowledge, that the body mind functioning I am not. So, I should not get attached to whatever happens to the body and mind. I am separate. That gives the separateness from this attachment in which we are involved. He that is perfected, that means if one person gets perfected in yoga, this yoga is this karma yoga, realizes it in his own heart in due time. So, if one a karma yogi, real karma yogi, we call practitioner of practical Vedanta. Those who do that, it is service, Shiva Gyare Jiva Shiva, serving to Shiva. And Jiva is no Jiva, don't see Jiva, but it is service to God in the Jiva. So, if this and any service being done, this he that is perfected in yoga realizes it in his own heart in due time. That means in time it will be, practice should continue, and in time it will reveal itself that it is the realization of oneness with all. Explanation: a man dreams that he is being tortured to death, suppose. In the dream one is seeing that he is being tortured or she is being tortured. All the remedial measures adopted in the dream are of no avail to the victim. Suppose someone knows that you are dreaming something and I can solve that problem and give advice to your ear. It will not solve your problem in the dream, because dream experience can be solved by dream disease can be solved by dream medicine, is it not? Dream disease, dream headache, a dream Tylenol is necessary. Or dream anything which is happening in the dream, you need the dream thirst. You are thirsty in the dream. Dream water is necessary to reduce the thirst. So, that is the same, that all remedial measures adopted in that dream are of no avail to the victim. The dream requires to be snapped. That is the main point. Some people say, oh, I was seeing a horrible dream, and he was perspiring and almost perspiring, and as our heartbeat started pumping more. What happens when you woke up and they say, oh, I was seeing a very bad dream. So, what is the remedy of that dream problem? to wake up. What is the remedy of this dream in which we are now? Wake up. Wake up to what? Wake up from this dream that it is we are bound, that we are doing work, that we are body mind is functioning, not me. To wake up in this knowledge. Ramakrishna, we see, did two things. It is very interesting to see. On the 1st of January 1886, he blessed everyone and told, let you be awakened in your consciousness. What more shall I say? Ki ar bolbo, tomra sab chaitanya hao. You become all aware of your divinity, or you become conscious of your real self. I see that Girish Ghosh's theatrical performance, he went there, and Tara Devi, who was a actress, female actress, played in the role of something, and Ramakrishna was so overwhelmed when she came and touched Sri Ramakrishna's feet, and she was so overwhelmed with love, and she blessed him and blessed her. And what the language? Ma, become aware of your consciousness. Same blessing to that lady who is having background, so much bad background of her life, and whereas all the good people, holy people, blessing the same way. Be awakened in your consciousness. So that is the point, that this dream, you cannot solve the problems of in the dream. You solve in one way, another problem comes. The doctors are always trying to know, if I have some multiple health problem, they try to cure one side and it goes wrong in another side, and that cure that side, it goes into another, and there is no solution. Suffering continues. But only if we awake from this dream, then only the solution. That's why in the sannyasa mantras there is a verse that is a para dussapniyang shubhaha, beautiful verse, few so small words. Para dussapna, para means supreme, dussapna means bad dream, this dream which you are in, a bad dream. That's why we are crying and weeping and sobbing and suffering and pain. That's why dussapna. Let it be all wiped out. Para dussapniyang subha. O Lord, O God, Paramatman, let this dream, daydream, which is so severely important to us, and it appears so real, let it be gone, let it be destroyed. And that is the awakening, waking up. So he is saying here, Swami is saying that all remedial measures adopted in that dream are of no avail to the victim. The dream requires to be snapped, and the man brought to wakefulness. Let him wake up. That's why Swamiji said, arise, awake. Awake in your divine consciousness. You are not the body, not the mind. You are that. Be awakened, be awakened. Awake in that wakefulness. This done, he clarifies to himself that nobody subjected him to torture. When you wake up, then you say, nobody really is torturing you. Neither you are tortured, or you are not seeing that someone being tortured. In dream, all imagination of your mind created that world. And in that dream you are suffering, you are pain, you are getting the pain, feeling the pain of others suffering. You are helping, you are being helped. All this drama is going on in the mental creation of the dream. This is also the same thing. It is a creation of the mind. And in this mind we are dreaming, horrible dream, hopeful dream, joyful dream, every day. Dream venue is changing, the items are changing, good, bad, everything is happening. It cannot be solved in this being in the life. We have to transcend that. That is the point. How? By seeing God, serving God. Seeing God, serving God. This is Sri Ramakrishna's greatest message of this time. So he says that this done, he clarifies to himself that nobody subjected him to torture, and that his agony was his own creation, because he felt asleep. He went into ignorance, entered into the ignorance, and in the ignorance the mind created all this violent situation and crying and life and death question, and wake up, there is nothing. Where is the dream gone? That's why our Shankaracharya says, no, after his experience he says, Kaggatam kena vanitam kutralinam idam jagat. Hari, this viable universe, this so important, so real, this world I was looking at, Kaggatam, where did it disappear? This world of suffering, pain, pleasure, what I was seeing to be so real, where did it vanish at this moment? Kaggatam, kena vanitam, who took away this whole world concept from my mind? Kena vanitam, kutralinam, where did it disappear? This existence of this world, as multiple, as diverse, disappeared from me. Kutralinam idam jagat. So, and that is the experience. This dream, when broken, then all this fear, all this joy, it is like an acting in different roles. So he said that he clarifies to himself, he becomes clear about that, nobody tortured me. It is my mind created this whole drama of dream. And in that dream, I created my dream, and I created myself there, and I felt I am tortured. It's a very funny thing. Really, we do that in our everyday night. It is not a theoretical talk, no? Just we don't understand this, we cannot say that. In our every night's dream, my mind creates my dream, and I create myself there, and I create so many people there. I create its good and bad, everything there. And we cry there, we smile there. If you said, oh my God, I want to get out of this dream, how shall I do? Wake up. The dream should be broken, then you see, oh ho, it was, as I give the example, 3D glass, you're going to see a movie, you take out the glass, you see, oh ho, this projection is on the wall, in the screen, so far away. But when you are putting the eyeglass in the 3D glass, you see that you are in the middle of that. The snake is beating on your head, and you feel this jump out of your seat, all these realities. So this is called the awakening. So beautiful idea that nahi jnanena sadrisham, like knowledge is the severing the identity with this body and mind or this entire world. How severing does not mean zero. Severing means this ignorance to be severed and to connect with that which we are. Then real I will be awakened. So this done, he clarifies to himself, individual soul clarifies to himself, says that nobody subjected me to torture and that my agony was my own creation. Wakeful state here is the purifier of the self-imposed ignorance in dream. So this awakening or wakefulness is the knowledge, is the purifier. It is most pure. Why? It takes away all our impure thinking. What is impure? I am bound, slave. I am a person and I am going through these good and bad experiences. This is ignorance. So he says that wakeful state here is the purifier. Purifier of this, what purifies? My ignorance. Ignorance which is giving me the idea that a self-imposed ignorance, that I am a created person in my dream, and in the dream I was chased by a tiger, and tiger gave me a bite, and then I woke up. And where the tiger goes as soon as you woke up? Tiger goes away, I also go away, and then what remains? I was safe. I am safe and sound in my bed. Nothing has happened to me. But the dream created by me, that man is attacked by the dream I was attacked by dream tiger, and dream tiger eat the dream eye, and I was crying, weeping in such a way, and I woke up. And woke up, I see, no, nothing has happened to me. I am the same unchanged, unchangeable reality. So that comes the knowledge. This is called the pure. Only one thing in the pure is this knowledge, that I am unchanged, untouched by anything in the what is happening. So that is the wisdom. Wakeful state here is the purifier of the self-imposed ignorance in dream. Likewise, self-knowledge cleanses a person of the delusion of birth and death. It reinstates in him his original blessedness. Knowledge is therefore the best among the purifiers of man. So many purifying agents may be there, but knowledge that who am I, knowledge what is my relationship with this world, what is my duty to the world, and why are you doing all these duties, that will be clarifying. That is called the purifier. It is purifying. I have no responsibility. Yes, I have responsibility so long I am in the dream. In reality, I have no responsibility. In reality, the person is sleeping in the bed, very peaceful. Nothing has happened in the physical body. But in the dream body, all this happening. Similarly, here we are seeing this is real body. It is happening in the cosmic mind, in my mind. So that's why it's called world is set by cosmic mind, and we are all players in the cosmic mind. This dream must break. Swami Vivekananda says, this dream must break, and that is called the only true knowledge. What knowledge? Purified knowledge, and purified knowledge is the knowledge of separation of this body, mind and the soul. Likewise, self-knowledge cleanses a person of the delusion of birth and death. It reinstates him or her in his original blessedness. Yeah. He says, oh, I am all the time untouched by any suffering. Nothing have troubled me, only my ignorance created this misconception that I am a man, I am a woman, I am adult, I am young, I am this, I am that. I put my stamps on these worldly definitions. I am a cook, I am a cleaner, I am a driver, I am mother, I am father, I am sister, I am brother. All these relationships we created, and we are trapped into that. But when you wake up, the Swamiji's song of sannyasis, the soul, self is that, whose brother, whose mother, etc., whose sister, etc. It reinstates in him the original blessedness. So it brings back our original blessedness, which in the dream is disturbed. So similarly here, the knowledge is therefore the best among the purifiers. The proper practice of karma yoga, this is very important. The proper practice of karma yoga transforms the life of the yogi, and that is called the jnana yajna. We do the yajna, sacrificial fire. In the fire, we put ghee, we put the firewood, we put bell leaf or leaves, and with a mantra. But this is the fire of knowledge, and put everything there. All these will be burned into ashes. Good karma, bad karma, why that's why. Brahmarpanam, we should all the time chant before eating. Brahmarpanam, Brahma Hovi, in the fire of Brahman. Brahman is the that fire. Fire, in that fire, Brahman is that what you are offering. Brahmana hutam, it is all consumed by Brahman, and the end result is Brahman. So it is the light, and all this, anything we are putting. So here is the similar idea. Every work we do, every day, every work we do, Brahmarpanam bhavatu swaha, we call it Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. These are different terminology we use. But offering to God, it consumes. When you keep it for me, I did a good job. So I need the praise. That is the problem. I did a bad job, so this is why I am suffering for that. Yes, that's a problem. But everything is done with perfection and offer it to the Lord's feet, or we normally say put it Sri Ramakrishna's feet, or we call is I am offering to my the fire of knowledge, that Brahman itself, and that is the purification. Every work given that way, one becomes free. We are hearing this Karma Yoga idea again and again, nothing new, but to register it into our mind and to practice. So he says, this is the most purifying. Going to Ganga, taking a holy bath, purifying, that's good. Taking a shower, that's a good, I am pure. Using a new cloth for puja and sitting for worshipping, that's a good purifying agent. As incense, burning an incense and waving, yes, it is purifying. But what is the greatest purifying agent is this knowledge. This waving of the incense is Brahmarpanam Bhavatu. Waving of the flower, Brahmarpanam Bhavatu. Cooking in the kitchen, Brahmarpanam Bhavatu. You taking care of anything, Brahmarpanam Bhavatu. If one can practice that, then what a simple but very complicated, because we don't remember this and we don't think about that. This is called the knowledge, and this knowledge is purifying knowledge. It will not touch this person who is doing any action, because he is everything offering to God. His ego is merged into the ego of the Lord. So it is no more I, but it is thou, everything you. So the proper practice of Karma Yoga transforms the life of the yogi who is practicing. And what he becomes? He becomes the Jnana Jagna, into the Jnana Jagna. His mind therefore gets purified, and then it becomes competent in course of time for self-knowledge. So this pure mind is necessary, and with that pure mind, pure knowledge will dawn. And now the next verse, we have few minutes time. It says that Shraddhavan lavate jnanam tatpara sanjatendriya jnanam labdva parang shantim achireno rigacchati. Shraddhavan lavate jnanam. Who will attain this knowledge? That's also competence is necessary. All these words are meaningless to a person who has no faith in God, faith in himself, faith in the truth, ultimate truth. So Shraddhavan means a person of deep faith that there is me, real me, this world is an appearance on that truth, or faith in Guru, faith in oneself, faith in God. Without that fundamental thing, this Karma Yoga idea will be not proven to the maximum result. So Shraddhavan lavate jnanam. This is very oft quoted verse. One who attains this knowledge, who has deep faith and devotion to God, to himself, and to Guru. Tatpara, thereafter, or devoted, who is tatpara. Tatpara means one person who is devoted to the divine. Tatpara. Sanjatendriya, whose senses and are controlled or subdued. Jnanam labdva, that type of person will attain this knowledge, and attaining that knowledge, param shantim. What is the end result? He will attain absolute peace. Param shantim, the absolute peace, unending peace, achireno, in soon, as soon as he gets this. So the person of Shraddha or faith, the devoted, the master of his senses. So three qualities they are mentioning. One should have faith and trust in himself, God and Guru, that's one. And then second part is that tatparo, his mind or her mind is devoted to that Brahman or the truth. And sanjatendriya, his senses are mastered or controlled. These are the three conditions. If that person does this, the person devoted, the master of sense obtains the knowledge. So only that person will attain to the knowledge. Having obtained knowledge, he goes promptly to the peace supreme. So if your one attains, then you will reach the God, absolute God. So in the midst of the devotion to the preceptor, Guru, whose wholehearted service to him and searching inquiries into the nature of the real and non-real, the disciple may not be making rapid progress due to lack of adequate zeal, the criterion for spirituality. To the extent Shraddha or zeal, he has translated the Shraddha, faith, as zeal. The zeal beams in one, progress is made in the path of knowledge. So the zeal, enthusiasm, faith, trust is necessary. One is said to be devoted when one's mind is given wholly to the ideal. Perfect mastery over the senses is prerequisite to the development of this intuition. When one really gets to close to the knowledge, his mind will not go to the world anymore, because he is all withdrawn inside it naturally. Otherwise, this highest knowledge will not be manifested. Variance in the fulfillment of these conditions leads to quick or slow gain of knowledge. So, according to the condition of one's these three qualities, one, the faith and trust, second, the one-pointedness to the goal, and third, control of the senses. These three qualities are there. According to this variation of this, one can reach quickly or late. The time factor for all it varies from a trice to the duration of several births. When we will realize this truth, how speedy one drives the car, life, spiritual practice. Along with the gain of Brahmajnana comes peace that cannot be described. So, if this knowledge is important, why? Because after attaining it, one will feel the nothing to be achieved. Jang labdhva chaparang labham, attaining which no other gain is important or there is any higher, that will peace, will reign in the heart of the knower of truth. Okay, so we end here. It is verse number 39 we have read. Next time we will read 4th chapter. 39 we ended. Next time 40. We start with the 40. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.